Today, the Berlin Guards, first place in the Weiland Conference, visit the Gem City Aviators in a match that could cause a power shift in the conference. The Aviators, in fourth place by percentage points only, are one game behind Berlin, who are 8-5. This conference rivalry renewed, we are promised an exciting battle for eventual playoff position. Tied for second place in the conference, the Dakota Warbirds and the Toronto Vipers, both at 7 wins, 5 losses, and 1 overtime loss, stand between Berlin and Gem City in this exciting playoff conference race. Now we pick up the action in the first period, and throughout this first period, Robert Jepson is peppered by Gem City shots. Here, a 2-on-0 with Sean Mazes and Rocky Nidger can't convert a goal. Next, another 2-on-0 with Sean Mazes and Jordy Carragher, and Jepson frustrates their efforts. And finally, Brian McDonald in on a breakaway, and Jepson slams the door shut on his effort, knocking the goalpost loose, and Jepson absolutely untouchable during this first period. With just over 6 minutes to play in the first period, Philip Marquardt will take the face-off, take it himself, and outmaneuver and outskate the entire Gem City team. He'll take it into the zone with no help from his team and pot the first goal of the game. Berlin takes the lead 1-0. Marquardt will come in and take an initial forehand shot, which West saves, and then he'll bat the rebound right out of the air and into the cage with a backhander. Outstanding play, and that's how the first period will end. Just over 3 minutes into the second period, after a couple of turnovers, Gem City is able to bring the puck into the Berlin zone, and Marek Rojicek feeds Mike McIntosh with a great pass for a one-timer that ties the game. After multiple attempts, Gem City is finally able to capitalize on a scoring opportunity and solve Jepson to tie up this game at 1. However, moments later, Pete Gibler is sent off for a tripping penalty, and Berlin goes to the power play. Just before the power play expires, Kevin Liebler and Timon Noblik combine on a 2-on-1 to break the tie and give Berlin the lead once again. Noblik's initial shot rebounds, but not missing a beat, his backhander gets past West. We'll hear more from Berlin now as Philip Marquardt, off the face-off, strides up the near boards, taking a brief stop at the camera ad for a photo opportunity, then gets back to business and puts away his second goal of the game. Team Marquardt makes it 3-1 Berlin, and Gem City is looking at a tall order for the third period. Gem City would find new life as Marius L. finds Matt Ackerman with a prime centering pass. Ackerman's initial shot is stopped, but L is there to cut Berlin's lead in half. West's save bounces just so that L's follow-up shot is screened by his defender, and Gem City is back in this game. But Gem City would give it right back when Dale West will give up a soft goal to Philip Marquardt, who scores his hat-trick third goal of the game to make it 4-2 Berlin. Looks like a relatively sharp angle shot, should have been stopped by West, but he lets it through. But this game would not be over by any stretch, as Gem City would get an incredible opportunity midway through the third period. Here, Miran Makwana takes a 2-minute high sticking penalty, and then just 13 seconds later, Kevin Liebler will get a cross-checking minor to put Gem City on the 5-on-3 power play. What an incredible opportunity to get back in this game. Midway through the power play, Berlin picks up the puck and dumps it into the Gem City zone, but then Dale West hands it over to who else? Philip Marquardt. West is forced to turn away the first Marquardt shot, but then Marquardt takes on 3 Aviators and finally zips it past West for the short-handed goal. Oh my goodness. Marquardt makes absolute fools out of the Gem City defense here, and Gem City fails to capitalize on a golden 5-on-3 opportunity. And that's how this game would end, with Berlin knocking down the Aviators by the score of 5-2. Horrible, horrible loss of an opportunity for Gem City to get back into the game. Your 3 stars of the game, our third star, Mark Berube. And second star, Robert Jepson, who had an absolutely stellar game between the pipes tonight. And first star in tonight's game, who else? With 4 goals, 3 of them unassisted, Philip Marquardt. You couldn't really characterize this matchup as a defensively strong contest. It was really a goaltender's duel, with Dale West coming up on the short end for Gem City. The Aviators had many opportunities to tally points on the board, and Berlin's defense would have been happy to oblige them, but Robert Jepson was stalwart in the net the entire game, and this victory is well earned. Gem City will need to revisit some power play strategy, as giving up a 5-on-3 shorthanded goal is inexcusable in any league. Once again, tonight's final score, Berlin 5, Gem City 2. For BSPN, I'm Caleb Christofferson. Good night, and good luck.